Hey guys, Corey from Aquarium Co-op. I'd say it's another day in the fish room, but I've only been out there for a little bit today. It's early, still before noon, got up at 8, had to do fence quoting and stuff like that, but I thought I'd show off my dogs. They're doing exactly what I want to be doing right now. So I've got, Buddy, the dog that we may adopt, which he's not working out so well. He keeps fighting with the other dogs, so that's no good. But then we've got Wincy, and then we've got, Sassy over there on the couch, which, yeah, dogs are people to us, so we're those weird people that accommodate all our pets. But I just want to lay on the couch with them all day. It really is what I want to do. But I should work, and so I just thought I'd show you guys. Today's Tuesday that I'm shooting, by the way. Probably another multi-day video going for the in the fish room series, but I'm going to go into the shop today. Why? Because you guys are ordering so much stuff, which is great. It's awesome. It's actually making a huge difference in the summer. I would say at this point, because the summer is so slow for us to store comparatively, the online sales have boosted sales by 10%, which is amazing. Like, that's a huge growth, for the store and for the employees. And, usually it's really hard and stressful during the summer to keep all my employees, giving them hours and paying out money and things like that. And this is really helping. But, so I shipped a bunch of orders. You can see my messy desk here. Or not, it's not even a desk, coffee table. Like, there's the upgraded modem I did like a week and a half ago or something like that. And there's some Bluetooth headphones and things like that. But anyway, if I focus in here, all those green boxes, those are all the orders since yesterday after I left the shop. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's amazing, And there's another order or two, like Rico Suave. I've got an order for him going out that's not even on there. I've got a few other things going out. Only Lamont's the store right now, and I don't want to call him and be like, dude, all right, I need you to start shipping things non-stop. Like, because it takes a while to pack that stuff. Because it's not just like, put a pencil in a bag and ship it. Sorry, I have to do a confession here. It's Taco Tuesday at a place, like a little bar or whatever, like an eatery bar or whatever, down the road, and me and my wife went to 11 a.m. tacos. I brought some home, so we'll be doing tacos all day today. $1 a piece. We tip well, and bought soda and other things just because support small business. So we still spent $20 even though we only bought 6 tacos total. So anyway, it's not just as easy as shipping a dry good in a box. There's planned shipping, there's things like that. So I really got to make sure they go out in a timely manner. I've got people ordering medicines, and I've been talking back and forth, and that's kind of, that's what you get when you're ordering from a small business like me. Like, you email me, you got a problem, I talk you through it, I ship you the medicine, and so I can't delay it. I can't just be like, oh, well, I'll ship the medicine in a few days, so I got to go over there and ship it now. So, it's actually 12:25 now. I've been, lose track of time. So I got to drive there. It's going to take me about half an hour. I got to ship all those things. Then I got to drive back. It's another half an hour. So I'm probably at least an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of work. And then I want to do some fish room stuff because that's why I have the day off, right? Like, it's not to not work, but it's to hang out with my puppies. But you guys keep asking about the tank in the house, and let me show you. I'll just show you how bad it looks. Let's be real. If we look. You can see my house is just in disarray. I mean, that's a trip to IKEA right there. This is all the stuff that's going back, which, it's hard to keep, hard to send stuff back when it's awesome. Like, that's where I got my desk, but my wife also got these rad plates. But the problem is these plates are like, how much are these things? They even say? I don't know. I just remember whatever the price was, I was like, damn, that's a lot of money. And then there's like, what is this? This is like a tablecloth, I think. So this thing's like kind of rad. But I want to say this thing was like $40, and I'm like, it's not $40 cool. So, that stuff's going back, but, this is the tank right here. This is it. It's nothing special yet. I've got one long fin bristle nose. That's it. One long fin bristle nose. And it's a female. Got a couple of sponge filters going. The top of the tank, still the same artwork sitting there. And well, actually, there's a little more artwork, I guess. You know, some other collections. Like this is something I got at the Christmas party last year, GSAS Christmas party. You know, it's kind of neat. What else do I have? I have like these discus. I want to get hung in the window. This is glass discus, which I think are awesome. You know, I want to get those hung in the window. Got, you know, like some saltwater fish here, which, you know, I'm never a saltwater fan, but, you know, maybe I can convince myself this is supposed to be like a, I'm trying to think, like some kind of Madagascar cichlid or something. You know, this guy, you know, this is a cichlid. Sure, I can live with that one. And then I think I've got another one right here that's, you know, kind of same type cichlid. And then, whoa, don't want to break it. But I got an angelfish. That guy's cool. You know, so this is just sitting here, and why? So let's talk about why this thing hasn't really happened yet. So today's my day off, right? We've established that. This canopy is 7 feet long, basically. So it's actually what, 77 inches? What is that? So that's 84. So no, it's not quite 7 feet. It's almost 7 feet. But so it's 7 feet by like 33 inches or something. I can't even remember how deep this is. 30 inches. This thing's a beast. It's like way unwieldy. And so if we look between my wall here, but you see how it's filled in the entire back here? The problem is, to hook up the new canister filters I want to hook up, I gotta drill some holes in here. So this thing's gotta come off. Well, that's gonna take my, you know, my wife being home, and we gotta get that off there. Well, first I gotta measure, then I gotta get that thing off there. I gotta drill holes, do those types of things, put the filter in, then get it back up there, and that's in and of itself. As far as the tank goes, I think what we decided is my wife is going to make it a community tank, and she's going to come and shop for, like at my store, maybe we'll go to other stores, we'll just go shop for fish and try and make it a family thing. Well, I say family, it's me and my wife. But, you know, a project together, because I can't decide what to put in there. And maybe, you know, she goes, oh, let's do fun stuff, and so I'd rather incorporate her than do nothing. So I see behind me, I'll show you some stuff. This is like, except for the little Legos that my wife just started playing with. This is Lamont artwork here. I had him do Flapjack, which is one of my wife's favorite cartoons. And then for my birthday, Lamont gave me this painting, which I just love. It's, you know, it's from way before I knew him, you know, in 2010. And, you know, I find it hilarious. You know, to me, it's Ralph's Quality Pet Meats. You know, I think it's rad. You know, I'm super sad to see Lamont go, just because he's my friend, he's a rad employee, you know, but at the same time, I personally think he's very talented, and I think he can do very well, and, you know, lots of people think that, and so, you know, we want to see him do well, and so I'm hoping, you know, everything works out in California for him, and we'll get along without him, and hopefully we'll just do live streams with him and have him do, you know, his brother is kind of a, makes not videos, movies and stuff like that. He works on sets and he has all kinds of equipment, and they've done some really cool videos and stuff that are, you know, on YouTube. If you were to look around, you could find some really cool animation and funny, fun stuff that's different. But yeah, so I want to touch in a couple more things. So I have to come out here anyway before I go to the store, and that is, oh, let me first, you know, people ask me on live stream, do I ever wear the Aquarium Co-op shirt? Heck yeah, I do. I wear it all the time. It's just, you know, think of it this way. When you've worn the same shirt, essentially, for like 4 years in a row, wearing those dress shirts and things is kind of a nice alternative. So I just try to mix it up so I haven't worn the same shirt for the last 4 years. Like, people were starting to wonder if I ever wore anything besides this shirt. So, you know. So around the garage, I want to show my latest project. Well, it's not my latest project, but I got the bug to start playing with this tank. And so I've got the Metaframe 125, needs to be resealed. I finally pulled out the lids that I think were going to fit, and I totally think they're going to work. So I'm going to retrofit those with LEDs, and I got to polish this up. You know, they're all really dirty, but I polish the crap out of that and make it look amazing. And, you know, I don't know that I have the back plates for them. I mean, I do have back plates, but I don't know if they're the exact ones that match it, which we can go look at that in a minute. But I think this thing's going to look amazing, and what I'm thinking is, you know, and we'll see if this pans out, but, you know, Aquanut is working on it for me, or someone came to him and asked, hey, who else might want an aquatic FX background? And I had asked for one a while ago. Didn't make sense because it's for giant tanks and it's in Canada and the shipping is ridiculous, by the way. So for all the people outside of the US and in Canada, I've been looking into shipping to you guys, like no doubt. Like I literally spent time on it yesterday. I'm like, there's gotta be a way. But something that cost me $6 to send anywhere in the United States cost me $23 to ship outside of the United States. So it's insane. And so, you know, the things like, let's say it's a smaller box, like I don't know if I have any around, but you know, like a flat rate box, it's like the medium flat rate that I can ship for like $14 here or something like that, $15. It's like $45 to ship it. And so there's really no way I can get my products to you guys in a, for lack of a better term, a fair way. I don't expect you guys to buy Easy Green, you know, for $20 and then pay $23 to ship it. Like, that's nutty. So I just haven't found a way to get it to you guys yet. I want to, trust me, I want to make more sales, but you know, what can you do about that? While I'm standing here, I gotta shoot the remaining video to this. You know, I'm hesitant to put the video out because I won't be making any friends with it, but this product sucks, does not work. The only thing that's happening here is more poop getting worse. You know, still have the exact same green spot, still have the same amount of sludge. You know, I don't know what else to say besides I read the product and I understand what it's supposed to do, and then I feel like it didn't do it. You know, maybe there's more strains of bacteria in there that I didn't already have, but I can't notice a difference. Just saying. So anyway, let's bust into this room here, show more crap. I almost decided today was the day to take care of this, but it's not today. I gotta go to the store. So, but here's some more Metaframe tanks. I've got that other top right there. This is a 40 breeder right here with the slate bottom, and underneath you can see I've got 3-foot long back strips, so those might fit it. You can see right here I've got another Metaframe tank. Boom. You know. What else do I got? Oh, there's a back strip there. Here's a 40 breeder background. Maybe I'll put that in somewhere. This is the only background I have. I bought this. You know, let me clarify that. I feel bad for saying that. How do I phrase this? Like, what I just said was condescending, and I don't want it to be that way. Like, in my mind, I was just going, and I had to buy that. Well, I bought that as a hobbyist years ago, and it's not that I shouldn't have to buy things. What am I trying to say here? I feel like if I'm going to show it to 11,000 people or review it or something like that, no, I still feel like I should pay for it. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I'm trying to backpedal into not sounding like a douchebag, I guess, but the reality is, I want to do, okay, here maybe it is. I want to review lots of stuff, and I can't afford to buy it all. So, like, I have no idea how good a Texas, it's not Texas Molly Rock, but whatever, like the backgrounds KG Tropicals uses. I have no idea how good they are. Why? Because I haven't bought any. I have no idea how good the FX or Aquatic FX backgrounds are, or any of the other ones. I know that one's down in Oregon, and why did I buy that one? Not because it's the best one, it's because it's the one I could afford. That thing was like $180 or something like that, and the shipping was brutal, even from Oregon. And I live in, you know, basically Seattle, so it's one state away, you know. So yeah, I didn't mean to say like, oh, I shouldn't have to pay for it, but I do want to play with more stuff, but I can't afford to. Or it's not that I can't afford to, it doesn't make sense to. And so that's, I guess, what I was getting at. I don't know. I don't know. I felt weird about saying that, and so I just wanted to be honest. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. I'm thinking maybe I set up that 125 on this rack or something like that and just put a display tank in here. Now, I have no idea what I want to do. Half of me wants to go ultra old school, right? And so, like, use old filtration, which I own. Use like a retro air pump. Use, like, I thought about doing just like normal guppies, like not fancy guppies, but like straight up feeder guppy type, wild type guppies. Something like, you know, would be super old school, or maybe grab some of the heirloom strain guppies, which if you don't know what those are, they're basically stuff from the 60s and stuff like that, that while they were fancy for the time, they're not nearly as fancy as stuff is now, but they'd go, oh, look at this, it's got a tiny little bit of green sheen to it, and it'd be like mind-blowing because we'd never seen anything better at that point. So, you know, maybe I'll do something like that, but at the same time, I get, oh man, maybe make a rad cichlid tank, or I could do this, or I could do that. So I have no idea. Maybe weigh in what you think I should do. I've only ever seen one other Metaframe tank that I liked, that I thought people were doing justice by, and it was the one that maybe you've seen. It was like a 55-gallon. They had goldfish in it. It just looked awesome. Like, it was badass. So, you know, I don't know where to go with that. What was I going to show off in here? I felt like I came in here to show something off, but yeah, so the other project that I haven't even started yet, people keep seeing it in other videos and like, was that a giant goldfish bowl? Yeah, kind of. This thing holds like 30 gallons of water. You know, it's kind of awesome. It's huge. It's acrylic. It's scratched up though. I mean, I could polish the crap out of this thing, but I'm a guy that just doesn't care. Like, I'm a fish dude, right? Yeah, I thought I had another... Oh yeah, there it is. Like, so I've got that other... That's what I came in here to do. I was thinking about doing it here. Oh god. So, my I'm gonna call them my stalkers. My stalkers keep chiming in, going, "Hey, you need to eat old fish food." You know, that one where I said if I got 300 likes, and I've been dodging it something tough. Don't get me wrong. I've been like, oh, maybe it'll blow over, you know. But so here's that Metaframe tank I bought that came with that old food. Let's this thing. This is not the easiest thing to do one-handed and not break stuff, but where is that food? I thought it was in here. Hold on. Oh, there it is. There we go. Alright. So maybe I'll attempt this. Like, what do we got here? We got, I think it was the Wardleys. Yeah, was that the one I was gonna eat? Oh, this sounds terrible. Let me see what else I got. What is this? That just sounds bad. Like, Wonder Worms. This is... I'm not eating that one. Because that's going to be like... Who knows what Wonder... Well, maybe it says what Wonder Worms are. Wonder Worms are freeze-dried tubifex worms. I'm not going to eat that because they're old, and tubifex worms can literally transfer like hepatitis and stuff like that. And I'm not confident that 60s and 70s food, they were very good at getting those diseases out. So I'm definitely not eating that one. Because I don't want to be like, wow, I totally got myself really sick. Is there any others in here? I don't think so. So, I gotta make a choice between old school salmon eggs, apparently, and baby fish food. This one was 38 cents, apparently. And then this one, does that have a price? No. Man, let me see what kind of state they're in. Like, if they're like crazy moldy and this one's not or something, like, it doesn't, look at, can you guys see the layer of dust on this thing? Like, this is, can I zoom in on that? Like, there's some serious dust going on. Let me see if I can open this thing up. Like, what are we looking at here? Alright, there's a little... That thing's a little popped in. But how do I do this? I gotta pour this onto something here to see it. Let's do it on this thing, whatever this little table is, or whatever. Oh, it's a powder! Huh. I totally thought it was gonna be like whole eggs, but I guess that makes sense. We're feeding it to, you know, guppies and stuff. Alright, let's... Let me smell it. I haven't smelled it. Let me see what that smells like. Like, is it horrible? Let me see. Let's get it on camera. No, it has no smell at all. So, can't be that fresh. No smell at all on its salmon eggs. What is this? This is... Oh, is it the same company? No, same container though. Look at that. So maybe that's just how they did it back in the day. You guys can chime in. Like Old School Fish Guy. Shout out, by the way, to Old School Fish Guy. He probably knows how this went down. Oh man, I got like salmon dust on my camera now. But he can tell me if they were always like this. But let's see what this one looks like. Clearly different. What's in this one? Fish meal, soybean meal, stuff like that. This one doesn't even list the ingredients, I don't think. No, it doesn't. Just says, you know, a pinchful twice a day. Can be consumed 5 minutes. What's this one say? Doesn't say how to feed it, but... Alright. Let's do this, right? Let's do it. Alright. This seems like a really bad idea. I don't have any water, so if I have to beeline to the house, you'll come with me, but we'll see how bad it is. I'm going to try the... I'm dreading it already. Like, cause I'm about to say it. I'm gonna try the salmon eggs first. So I guess I should get it on camera here. Like, all right, I'm gonna put that much in my mouth. I don't know, like, is that the worst or not? But you can see it go in my mouth here. Not good.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Yeah, oh man. I ate Rapashi food, not so bad. This does not taste like fish at all. Oh my god, this is it's like in my throat. It makes me want to cough, and I'm trying not to cough. So let me get in my house here and get some water. Oh my god, this is bad. This is making for a bad video too, but. Oh. All right. Not as bad. Okay, not as bad. So what it tastes like is the best way I can describe it. Like when I was a teenager, helped my cousins, stuff like that, working on vintage cars, like, you know, 50s, 60s hot rods, that type of stuff. If you know the smell of just vintage, like if you get in a car and it's old and musty and smelly, that's what I just ate. Like, that smell is what I ate. It tasted exactly like, you know, if you've ever been working on a car, let's say you're underneath it, and some rust, like a vintage rust now, it's gotta be vintage, some vintage rust like drops into your mouth or something like that, just a little bit, and you're going, that taste is what I just had. It tasted exactly like 1960. If I had to put a taste on it, 1960s, like upholstery that is turning into dust, that is crumbling and gross. I'm calling it. I was like, maybe I do the second one. I'm like, no, that was bad. No. I brought the water out here. I'll show you how unscripted that is. Somehow I managed, like, there was 2 cups. So I've got a cup in a cup here. Like, I just grabbed anything out of the cabinet or whatever. So, cup in a cup, that's what I do apparently. Oh god, it's bad. Anyway, paid up my debt. I do what I say. Ugh. I do what I say. You know, I try to be fair, try to be honest, and so I've paid up my debt now. So, you know, my internet stalkers like Aquanut, Sierra from Aquanut, Iowa's Discus, paid up my debt on that one. I feel like I gotta drink some milk or something, because it's the taste, like I'm not coughing anymore. The taste's not good. Let me turn my light out here, and I'm gonna drive to the store, get those shipments sent out for you guys. I totally appreciate that. Then I'll come back and do something. I know I gotta shoot that video on Pristine, how it sucks. Probably should shoot some more products like these too, but sorry. It's not good. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, if you have the chance to eat vintage fish food, especially my ward, that's what it is. It's not that it's 6 years old, so it's Wardley's. Like, I bet if I eat some new Wardley's, it sucks just as much. But yeah, words of advice: if you ever have the chance to eat 60-year-old fish food or whatever it is, don't do it. I mean, I'm not gonna. Well, I say I'm not gonna die, but that remains to be seen. Could kill me. Like, maybe I choke. Maybe I start coughing on the way I'm driving to work and I just die. That'd be great, wouldn't it? But anyway, maybe I'll show off my koi real quick, and then get to doing it. Oh yeah, I got more stuff. I got sidetracked with kind of feel like I'm gonna puke now. I'm not gonna film that if I do, but my stomach is definitely upset from that taste. But let's see if it's unlocked. No. Let's see if I can unlock my van here. Brought more crap home. Yeah, let's unlock this thing. Which I I desperately need to wash my van, by the way. I apologize. It makes me look bad, but sitting under these big trees. But here's all the next installment of tanks. So I got to take out all these tanks, stack them up somewhere, because I'm going to get my fridge. My wife found one on a Facebook group, so I get to go get a fridge that works. They just like, apparently that family upgraded, got like a stainless steel one or something, and so they're getting rid of this thing. Totally gonna work for my fish room, and it's free. All you gotta do is go get it. So I'm gonna do that. So that way, that's been a big thing. Like, I didn't realize how lazy I would be without a fridge in my fish room. But even though all I gotta do is walk back to the house, like you guys saw me do to get water, once I'm out there, I'm like, screw it, just feed dry food today, you know? The problem is that happens to me every day, you know? I go, dang it, I didn't remember to bring frozen food out with me. I'm not going back in and back out, I've already worked all day, blah, blah, blah. So, makes a huge difference. You would think that it's 30 seconds of work, don't be an idiot. And yet, I am an idiot and I don't do it. So, yeah, I'm gonna chime in later. Maybe I'll film some of the shipments or something and be like, hey, look at all this crap going out, who knows? But definitely doing a multi-part video, yeah, today and Thursday, so hopefully lots of content. You guys like the long, oh god, I'm gonna drop this. Hopefully you guys like the long content, or not hopefully, I know you do. I know you guys like the long content, so hopefully it makes for a decent video. So, there we go, debt paid up, you know. So, by the way, I'm not gonna make that challenge again, but if someone else makes that challenge, I'm gonna be right on the bandwagon going, oh, pay up, buddy, I paid up. I had some horribleness. So, alright guys, I'll see you in a little bit. So it's taking way longer to pack than I thought. Orders kept rolling in. Let's look how many we got today. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 today. So at the time I was talking about going, I had 8. Now I got 16, which amazing. Thank you guys. Do a quick little video tour of Lamont, cleaning the plants here. We've still got plenty of plants to ship. Don't worry, we're not out. You know, we did run out of 1 or 2 things that we couldn't predict we're gonna sell that well, but you know, tons of plants, more landing this weekend too. You know, don't worry, don't worry. You know, we sold tons of Vallisneria that first night. So I've got tons of Val in stock. We've got tons of, you know, Nubius and Petites up there. This is all back stocked up here. This is all Java ferns and stuff like that. So, don't worry. Order it up. We'll get it sent to you. But I gotta get to the post office before they close. It's already like 3:30 and I just want to get there early. So, everything ships out today. So, alright. See you guys in a bit. So, I've been doing all the things today, but I just picked up this free refrigerator, which I'm already in love with. Assuming it works. It should work. They said it worked. My wife found it in the Buy Nothing group for our city or whatever, so you know, they bought a brand new refrigerator, they wanted a bigger one or whatever, and this one still worked, and instead of recycling it, we got to take it, so I get to recycle it and use it in the fish room. But here's a tip for you guys. You really need to clean refrigerators, and I'm going to do that right now. But like all the coil work, when you have dust, and this is dog hair and stuff, but when you have this on coil work, it makes the motor work way harder. So you're gonna pay more money to get it done, and then you're gonna burn it out faster too. So, you know, clean that up, and then back here where, you know, the fan is and stuff, like I'm gonna clean this up because this thing will run like a top by the time I'm done with it. So I'm gonna grab my shop vac and get to town on this thing and get it upright so I can start, you know, so I can start this bad boy up. So yeah, I'm gonna get started. Alright, so that was insane. There was a lot of dust and stuff in there. I mean, now it ain't perfect, but 3 minutes of cleaning, looking way better, way better. You know, most of the blades are clear here. Most of this, like, you know, there's a little bit of stuff left here that can be pulled off, but, you know, for 3 minutes, 90% of work, that's my favorite type of work. You know, do it quick and dirty, and don't invest much time, but get 90% of the results. Why not? Now I gotta move this thing. See if I can do it solo. I think I can. We'll see. Time to feed the fish. Why not? So, we'll focus in on my Tropheus debosii. They're kind of begging for food there. I think they've settled in. I think they've taken the meds well. You know, today is 1 week at this point. And yeah, let's put some food in and see if they'll chow down on that. Which, I mean, they have been. We'll see if they do on the camera. So yeah, those are the, you know, Aquarium Co-op pellets that I make for cichlids, goldfish, bettas, you know, the high quality foods. They're chowing down. Let's see, what else do I have to feed here? I can get it out of my bag here. We've got the Dobai, I think, over here. I'm thinking he's a little shy. He hides. You can see him through not the glare, but he hides in that sponge. So, let's see if we can get him to come around. Obviously, convicts are pretty easy to feed. You know, they love it. But they'll eat anything, so. Fire mouse down here. Let's see if we can get. Oh, it's not the Dobai in here. That's how retarded I am. It's actually the pelvic chromis in there. But yeah, let me get some more food. The Dobai, where did I put the Dobai? Dobai must be. What did I put down here? Yeah, he's down here, I believe. Let me give that guy some food. It's a great thing about having food that's basically can feed anything, because you don't have to really worry where you put it. So like the same pellets that I fed trophies and stuff are going here. You know, these lemon tetras love it. These cherry bars are gonna eat it. Put it down there for the Dobai. You know, when you use high quality food, it works out super nice. You know, and I have this. You know, I think the little anomalies are down here. Give them some. Fed the fire mouse. Fed that guy. I think that's it. On this little wall here. Yeah, they're still chowing it down. They got too many in their mouth. It's a little bit big for where these guys. They gotta work it a little bit, but yeah, we'll feed this tank too. Why not? You know, these guys are chowing it down, but. Yeah, so I think that's all we're doing for today. You know, it's hot in here. Hot. It's hot outside. I want to say outside today it was like 88. It got up to 86 in here. I had the door or the window closed, no fans going, so I popped a fan on and stuff like that. Yeah, that's all I got really. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys, let's see, when you see this next, it might be Wednesday. Yeah, it'll be Wednesday. I got cool stuff on Wednesday, so that's tomorrow. I'll be doing that and plugging that in this video. Just want to show you guys one last thing in the fish room here. I've got new fry. These are Cyprichromis babies. So, you know, you've been watching, like, from the beginning of the fish room. This is one of the first tanks. And, you know, I've been saying, like, yeah, they're going to make some fry. They're going to do it. And they finally did it, and then you can see, they don't let me show very well, but you see that female kind of right behind the plant there, that big old mouth? She's gonna spit some too, so, you know, I'll be cranking out Cyprichromis now. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I am making them, so that's always cool. It's just, I enjoy seeing work pay off. Just because like the auto water change and all that stuff, like it's making it happen. I enjoy that. So just wanted to share it with you guys. One last thing, you know, before, before I shoot other stuff. So, well, it's Thursday. I'm in the fish room. Today's another cleaning day. Ugh. At least my wife's gonna help me. But I gotta basically clean up this mess because I've got my container, my new water changing container coming, and it's, I think, got to go back here somewhere. So I've got a lot of stuff I just kind of need to clean up, and there's just no reason not to be cleaning it up anyway. Like, whether I do it today or next month or something like that, like, the mess doesn't go anywhere. So why not today is kind of the thinking, you know? Like, the last thing I want to do is clean more, but I do love that I have a little more room over there. I'm going to have tons more room over here. You know, and that big container's coming, it's gotta go somewhere, and I really hate working inefficiently. Like, so I don't wanna like move some stuff, put it somewhere, then have to clean it, then move it again, so I'd rather just get it ready to go. I gotta break down some cardboard and stuff like that. I've got all that crap over there that needs to be gone through. You know, stuff needs to go to like the RE store or Habitat for Humanity. I wanna take like these extra doors. This desk, you know, that kind of thing, and just, you know, pare down in here. Like, I guess ideally, maybe, everything in this room, basically, fits into there or something, like, you know, so that way I've got this wide open room. Goldfish tank's looking pretty good from right here. I mean, you have it glare on the camera, but yeah, I think this tank looks good. You guys don't ever get to see it with the light out in here, but I think we're doing pretty good. I need to improve filtration on there a bit. In fact, I wanted to look to see if I could put a hang-on back filter. The problem I'm getting into is these goldfish are being so dirty for me, and I'm feeding them so much that there's all this particulate matter in the water, and it's just overfilling my filter sock. Like, this is happening every day basically, where it starts overflowing that filter sock. And so I want to put some more mechanical filtration on here. Yeah, that's right, that's what I thought. I was thinking it didn't have cutouts for a hang-on back, and it doesn't. So maybe I could jerry rig a canister filter if I want. Maybe I'll just put, you know, maybe I'll put canister filter down and sump down below. I don't know, but that's nor here nor there. I need to get stuff out here done, and then I want to shoot some videos in the studio there. So that's my reward. My reward for finishing this crap is that I can go and do the videos I want to do, as opposed to this stuff I don't want to do right now. But it's got to be done. You know, it's all part of the system. I think I want to maybe fit the new fridge somewhere over there. So I need to get that set up. And Katie, my wife, got me the Baja Blast. So that's my only motivation. And we're going to stock this fridge and I'll be ready to go. Let me do a quick walk around. I got new fish yesterday. You'll have to see the video about it. But, you know, so in here, there's some rare live bears. These are Scyphia multipunctata. You know, they're not the most beautiful fish you've ever seen, but you know, they're essentially extinct, or at least highly, highly critically endangered. So I brought those in. I moved the dough-by up here. He's just hiding. I need to get him a cave or something. You know, they're trophius, doing well. They're eating well for me. You know, we've got the convicts over here, just doing their thing. I need to get some decor in here. There's some aggression going on. The fire mouse were just out. Got the pair of Teneatus in there. Then I've got the Nananacaras down here. But let's show more new fish. I got more new fish as well. So as you see in the video, I'm gonna shoot a video on how to do this. I swear, it might even be today. But I've got some mollies, the Yucatan mollies, which are villifera. These things get huge, like real big. So those would be cool, but it's gonna be a while before you guys see that they're cool if you don't already know what they are. Over here, we've got the Iliad furcidans, or the trout goodiid. These things get about 4 inches. They're a live bear. They're super awesome. They're gonna get nice yellow with black spots. You know, right now you might be going, yeah, it's a fish, I guess, you know, but wait till you see them at 4 inches, then you'll be going, hey Corey, how do I get some of those? And I'll be telling you, you go order them from Greg Sage. There's all the packaging from the unboxing. What else? I had the Cracodon lateralis. That's these guys right down here. If I can get them to turn. Yeah, they got red on them. They're just a nice looking goodied, you know, one of the few nice looking ones. But yeah, and then I brought one more thing into the fish room yesterday. I've got a pond of Amica splendens going, so the butterfly goodied. It looks like some kicked out some fry last night, actually. Yeah, there's a bunch of them down there. So there's a few goldfish in here that I need to net out. Like, let's see, 1, 2, like 5 little goldfish. But all the rest of those are the trout goodied, or not trout goodieds, butterfly cichlids, or Amica splendens. And then water change is going on right now. That's what's going on with all these totes. That's why a little louder than normal, but I'm gonna kick this door open and get to work, because talking's not working. I mean, it is working for me, but it's not working towards what I want to get done. Ooh, my hair's looking awesome today, and by awesome I mean weird. All right, to work. You can see I'm red in the face. Been working. You know, looking pretty good in my opinion. You know, some stuff to clean up, but basically been working pretty solid for about an hour. My wife helped me move the big stuff. You know, looking okay over here. I mean, there's still a dump run to make, which, gotta do that. Draining this so I can get it out of here. Got a sump pump doing it, that's why it's loud. And once I can get that out of here, then, well, while I'm working on that, I'm gonna be working on maybe getting some of these tanks out, straightening up. But, you know, still working on it, but I'll chime in later. So I kicked up some dust while doing this. Well, I just got the call that the delivery truck's coming. Be here in about 15 minutes. So just waiting for him to show up. Big, 500-gallon storage tanks here. We'll see what kind of truck shows up or whatever, but hopefully it's manageable. Here's all the stuff that we're giving away on our Buy Nothing group. So I got all that out of there and giving it away to hopefully people that can utilize it. So now I wait. We'll see what kind of truck shows up, and if it's, I have no idea how heavy this thing's gonna be. I'm guessing it can't be that bad. It's only a 500-gallon thing, but we'll see. I ordered it from, well, I just got the call that the delivery truck's coming. Be here in about 15 minutes. So just waiting for him to show up. Big, 500-gallon storage tanks here. We'll see what kind of truck shows up or whatever, but hopefully it's manageable. Here's all the stuff that we're giving away on our Buy Nothing group. So I got all that out of there and giving it away to hopefully people that can utilize it. So now I wait. We'll see what kind of truck shows up, and if it's, I have no idea how heavy this thing's gonna be. I'm guessing it can't be that bad. It's only a 500-gallon thing, but we'll see. I ordered it from, what is it, ntotanks.com? What is it, nationaltankoutlet.com, I think. And yeah, so here we wait. Well, there's the truck at the end of the road. It's gonna have to back its way all the way in here. It's gonna be crazy. We'll see how this goes. That's no joke. That's a semi. I was thinking maybe a smaller truck, like a flatbed or something, but yeah. So at least he found our street and he knows where to bring it back to, and he's probably only got to unload it to here or so, and then for me, I gotta get it way back to the fish room, way back behind my house. So yeah, I was doing pretty good so far, I would say. So yeah, I'm gonna set the camera down and help him. So it's in the backyard. It's taller than I am, which I knew it would be, but not by much. It's, I don't know scale here. Let's see if I can do it. Like, here's me. So it's 500 gallons, like right about here, and 4 feet around. Got a bulkhead down low, which is kind of awesome. I have no idea what I'd use that for yet. I mean, maybe if I'm a badass, what I do is I plumb in an exterior pump and I pump the water out from there, but it seems like too much work when I could just hit the pump from the top here. I can't even see up here, but you guys got a better view than I did. So now I gotta wrangle that thing in here, which won't be too hard, but I do need to find out a position it's actually gonna go in, and then after that, then it's just getting my fridge in here. Then I can shoot videos finally, but that was actually painless. I'm surprised. I expected it to be heavier. Like, these totes are way heavier than that thing is. I think it might be the metal or something, but the guy basically to my door threw it on a dolly, dropped it there. If I'd asked him, he would have put it all the way in here, but I thought that was a little too much, so I didn't ask for that. But yeah, I'm stoked. So we'll see how, we'll see how this comes around. I'll show you guys, obviously. So time to get it in here. All right, well, started a project inside the house. That was to get the new Eheim filter, this big badass setup. Working awesome, You're gonna have to wait to see the review video on it because I haven't got to use it yet. Just installed it, so I want to get at least a month under my belt. This is an expensive filter. I want to weigh in. But the things I'm gonna have to do is there's 2 intakes and an output. So got an intake, and then over there I've got an intake, and in the center I've got the output. And I gotta fill up the tank with water, but it's putting out a pretty good stream, no joke. Like, I think so anyway. Just doing that on each side. Plus I've got one shooting down, so it's got good flow. But the canopy that I've got that goes on this tank doesn't have 3 holes. It only had 1 hole, so I gotta take it out and I gotta drill it. Well, I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. So, all right, we got the 3 holes drilled. We got the one in the center, the one on the right-hand side, and the one on the left-hand side. So now we just gotta hoist this thing up onto there, which is a real pain, so wish us luck. We did it, filter installed, it's almost 5 o'clock. I was gonna work later, but I really wanna watch KG Tropical's live stream. It's starting in like 10 minutes or something like that, so I'm gonna get set up out in my studio just because I can watch it out there. And I got some work to do too, so if you guys like the content I put together today, it was kind of a crazy fish room day where, you know, that big delivery, got this done, I got fish, yeah, I showed you new fish, there's all kinds of stuff, like, it's over 3 days, I can't remember all we did, but if you guys like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe if you haven't already, which I'd be surprised, because this video usually is only subscribers, but make sure you tune in every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. for Pacific time. That's my wife chiming in there, ruining my flow. So 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 10:30 Eastern Time. Live stream every Sunday night. We do it. We'll see you there. Thanks for watching.